ɛkɔ so Emirates abra Arsenal ɛhyɛ Bayern 3-1 yɛhyɛ season ase no team baako a ɔmo performance ɔmo form ɔmo nya good results pa no na ɛyɛ Bayern boboko no before Enra game no na Bayern in our competition abo 18 games we winning 17 and draw 1 na wahyɛ 64 goals and now we take the rate Vincent Company and the Bayern boboko no na ɔmo cruising na wo se bibi ekoye e de ma Bayern boboko no so say Arsenal to Michel Bayern na ɔwɔ form 3-1 a ɛwɔ sɛ etwa mfoni de kyerɛ team Arteta abuild ɛwɔ sɛ kyerɛ how Arsenal boboko no ɛwɔ form so far 2 major competitions are Arsenal air competing no Premier League and a UEFA Champions League, 2 competitions in Arsenal edi kind, Premier League odi kind, UEFA Champions League odi kind. Out of Arsenal 5 games ever UEFA Champions League, we winning 5. When winning in on draw back umpokra, was 14 goals, a concede 1 goal. So among clubs who compete with UEFA Champions League, about league phase now, Arsenal won the only club a 100% perfect record. Obient minje points. Enfem free Arsenal buko no ho meji tum early days ye wo matches bebre na da yenim enti untimi conclude say Arsenal kwa akwaji UEFA Champions League untimi conclude say okwa akwaji Premier League meji tum say wo hye season asi ya eno nkire say oba akwawie yi typical example ye Liverpool last season e wo UEFA Champions League na ye ba league phase na omo na ye the best club betre no omo ntimi anko mani na mum imprempren asema yekin se wo cheke ball na yebo ni sesei na any currently adwumadi a Arsenal adi akin untimi nteke anything away from Arteta ne Arsenal omo form omo wom sesei Arsenal team na kwakoye all round team ye defend omo ye excellent the entire season wa concede 7 goals enye easy se woni a watertight defense a dene so betimi aye de Arsenal eye no say ye bo open play ye mfa ball nto from ye control Arsenal team ye saade no ye attack from the wings ye attack from the midfield area otimi ye saade no Arsenal say ye nshego ye creating ye nshego obetima create from open play obetima use counter dia show na wa say use set pieces e dia show and to be bia no seem say so far no ma ekoye de ma Arsenal bi ekoye e de ma Arsenal boboko no enu ahwede omode ye Bayern e go to a time Arsenal timi esiti deep and kin enra de ma Arsenal time omo siti deep na ye mefe kra no e the distance between omo defensive line so we check Arsenal players distance between omo defensive line kin sad distance no e dini so de be bie Arsenal boboko nim enti so omo nyina drop deep na Bayern fo ni push o ma once a distance between the players distance between the spaces no e very close and na in football terms you be can say omo compactness na e very tight. You will player compactness and you will spatial compactness. And then Arsenal, almost a TDPA. Ubenya Declan Rice and Zubimendi say, omo track Bayern for runners no. Ubenya Trossard, Ubenya Bukayo Saka, sa omo double lap, e bereche eze, Ana Merino, e collapse Bayern for a play no. And to almost a TDPA, how omo very close distance no, na e diniso baby Arsenal bobukonim. And you can say when your ironclad defense, solid defensive block from Arsenal. And omo tire side any this season na eto de bi mpokra na Arsenal switch no omo say omo be ma team e friends Bayern omo pressure omo ankasa half na Arsenal Arteta enra e use the sky high press omo make sure say omo better Bayern for no e wo ankasa half enti Manuel Neuer na ono ne ball playing goalkeeper oye sweeper goalkeeper no say or build it up ubenya Arsenal player say all tata Manuel Neuer and you can say oh yeah the sky high press na Arsenal side to me eye ni ye enti anya me nwa say enra Arsenal for eliminate Bayern for say omo ntimi share a lot of goals can you say this season na Vincent Company ne Bayern before enra game no every single game no mo share 2 or more goals by enra nkwane for the first time Arsenal for ma Bayern e share just 1 goal no mo share 1 goal do ma share goal kra no e 2 or more by enra nam how Arsenal defending no or limit Bayern wa share just 1 goal enra ma Bayern was just 2 shot on target enye Bayern at the same time on my Bayern for 9 carbon ne baako per 14 ewo Arsenal penalty box nim wa limited team e friend say eye Bayern for ankasa main man eye Harry Kane se ohun game ne so na o hye goals a won se Bayern bibi ekoye de man no enu Harry Kane o make Arsenal for make sure say on be yi na free game nim omo man dominate the penalty box say the Harry Kane epe no enti ye ball game ni nyina wie ye no Hurricane 9 eka ball ni 2 pe e wo Arsenal penalty box nim one ball shot one creative chance ye ball game ni wie Hurricane say ni 16 years about professional football career Arsenal squad omo quality no wosro e show how enra na Arsenal for efa so edi omagro na ye ball second half ni mpokra no the substitution of Arteta so we check players or introduce omo abra o ye ne substitution na or the Madueke by ano introduce abrante friend say Gabriel Martinelli ano de Calafiori by me hwe game na me say Calafiori aba Madueke aba then uba benya abrante friend say Martinelli Arteta ken onji crew akese but usunya de sa 3 players no de on buy no obe omo be ye say on ba be the vertical stretch omo be bie Bayern team nim enti se wunya Madueke wunya Martinelli na wunya Calafiori sa 2 players no munyina be gina wide areas na o me bie team nim enti you so sa substitution no as the vertical stretch enti se ope classic example check the second goal na team friend say Arsenal share no Calafiori na biem e de akọ the left side Madueke ejina the right side enti omo yes a vertical stretch no mo de bie team friend say Bayern eno ana Calafiori etimi yes a in swing pass na Madueke e de kọ share no players omo free bench Bayern ni nyina ne ken omo nyina no ebe influence game no Calafiori be ya assist Madueke be share goal Martinelli be share goal obe use omo as vertical stretch and odi bi omo typical example the second goal Calafiori jina the left side Madueke jina the right side into substitution no so no SRP off the my team friend say Arsenal so ken so what check Arsenal modern ball against Bayern to be honest the Arsenal here yes say modern ball we omo de be ken unim say sanka obi to say Real Madrid and what Arsenal form we are and could be to me the sense in work as Madrid be Champions League so Barcelona was our form we be seems like a more sa character no but still na no emfa ho ne form Arsenal wo nyina ne nkofo da so wo doubts e wo Arsenal so the only thing that Arsenal here na say Arsenal beto as our form we are so Arsenal demonstrate say omo ye capable say on betima ha team kese bi adwen this season ball na Arsenal bo team kese bi akohia Arsenal obe ha o madwen de bia ye ka ye bo Arteta abaso ye bo Ebere Cheze abaso ye bo Eza abaso by ken nipa ba ko Arsenal for ye mbo na abaso pa no e your sporting director Andre Beta the sporting director of Arsenal edwuma wa ye diama Arsenal this season no checking the signings no Zubimendi Madueke Mosquera Ebere Cheze Jokares so what check sankofo we munyina wakose omaba e chese the sporting director of Arsenal ye edwuma so ken you know what check Chelsea win no against Barcelona now check Arsenal win no against Bayern nyame ya aduma Sunday ebeye de ewo Chelsea any Arsenal game no so Arsenal big ups to them on performance no was Real Madrid echo Greece echo share 4-3 against Olympiacos very important win for Real Madrid Obi Bekas Olympiacos the Madrid say na enye news agreed by say Real Madrid ko share 4-3 na adukunte ye important ni say now check Real Madrid recently Real Madrid for last 3 games na aye den for Real Madrid so betime win your games no enti proud to Olympiacos game no na Madrid lose against Liverpool Madrid lose against Vallecano now Madrid about draw against Vallecano now about draw against Elche so Real Madrid last 3 games going into that game against Olympiacos no now lose baako and about draw you enti na hu be hia sa Real Madrid benya sa win we sanka draw by and defeat by ya ebesa create unnecessary pressure at the Real Madrid after sa Real Madrid impokra draw ya against Elche no checking say me free Real Madrid come by so sa win no ebe reduce sa pressure no Real Madrid then again the one important thing here say Real Madrid be win this game we no say a pushing Real Madrid at na kwa rem UEFA Champions League table 8 no top 8 no and it's a Real Madrid and win this game we akin and Real Madrid no Champions League no person top 8 no or also your part na can be affected no already no we lose baako against Liverpool so playing against Olympiacos so also person ye part of the top 8 UEFA Champions League na hu be hia say Real Madrid fo ebe wini then again Greece country baako a Real Madrid kwa ontimi mfa win the first time Real Madrid akọ Greece akọ win no enti so we check sa factors we ya na hu hia say Real Madrid fo be wini but dia baako amani anje ho the number of chances na Real Madrid concede mejitum say Rudiger ni ho Dinhausen epra Militao epra And the main and key players, our metro, especially the center back row, no, omo mesi omo. By what check recently, the number of chances are Real Madrid they conceding now, create too much. Yes, season as no. Now Real Madrid for first 7 games, no conceded 4. Near say defensively, omo improve. But recently, omo conceded a lot of chances. Enra Olympiacos na 18 attempt to score. Emu 7 na on target. Lunin and a year 5 saves and kayes and kadiebesinye. And the chances no more considering a harding. And Enra game no, a show clearly say, Vinicius Junior or former, Ramad attack in Ehu. And a Vinicius Junior or former, Mbappe beat much a lot of goals.
Olympiacos defend the city.
Ken, and found Olympiacos. Vinicius actually in big games says or former, and found need to beat my awagi. And this Mbappe beat much a lot of goals. Vinicius Junior or form important. Say Ramad attack be potenta. Vinicius Junior a form so very important. So a good win for Real Madrid.
Okay.
Player back who impress him with Champions League in a Vitinha. Can you say football no? Player be a call duty and a secondary duty. Call duty no we do my pie se on the field. And a secondary duty no extra duty a bit media account. The core duty of Vitinha ni say obo as a deep line playmaker. Dictate game ne mayen. Eno ye ni ye. Secondary duty no or the goals can home. And the core duty say also she goes. By secondary duty no one she baako, one she mienu or she miensa. And to see a book game now you player. Now core duty or pass it. Secondary duty to me pass ya. E ya na beautiful. And to Vitinha Enra o impress.
Okay.
Mohamed Salisu.
Yeah.
Mr. Salisu yeah. Me who say enkofo say Enro man or mo bet say. Se game no one she bia. Ball na Salisu eye ongo no ntimi blame no. A ball crossbar no and a bebo Mohamed Kudu Salisu. Any intentional, but the man of the match. And when I was here highlighted because he had the World Cup, Ghanaian player be a see a kind on the club side. No, the Airborne Pioneer send the form to me up here.
Or but Champions League and man of the
match. And only say on board three back on another year sweeper, the last man. Ne clearance and blocks excellent.
Kwame me say. Yem fensoni Mohamed Salisu and Kwame highlighting no because when you man of the match and your players no mo tanya man of the match or champions.
Oh, ben na me here. When say on Paphos.
Man of the match didn't say nya
yeah. Now how many Ghana players in time with Champions League? Say asem we ne mo aka ho asem say. Mo hwe na mo nya ho adwuma mo mpa bi bo ammo na first no na Champions League bia no edru quarter finals you are always watching Ghanaian players. You understand? But your players then down one Champions League. In Tibaku Crab Chomo yetimi jubilate sa what say Kenya we can once but it is what it is. And I'm here Paphos game nibi. It's good. It's good. Champions League there. Say Kituomo say we mu say sometimes the argument is we ketwa Paphos die. Kylian Mbappe has 4 goals. Olympiacos die. That has a yataka sasabno. But I always keep on telling people say today it is okay for you to say team gets no share no. Champions League no krano shanke so timishe. But history doesn't remember these kind of conversation. History remembers numbers. And Minoka se kofodi almost say in the history of Champions League. The washer goals in a single season. Cristiano Ronaldo 17 goals and you recorded that. Group cinema shall bear 9 group cinema. Obo Copenhagen. I'm just a waste of crime. Obo Copenhagen. I think that 2013-2014. Obo Copenhagen. And I'm so about Juventus or group no about Galatasaray. In the group stages, Eleanor share 9. And I about Saka 0-4 in the round of 16th. Both games not share 4 goals. Until before I become semi-finals, the final crowd, and no attract. Not all no. Until semi-finals, or the 2 against Bayern on the final, but could be no extra time. Diana and for cross me and fan count by the account. What's I say? Wash it. Until wash it. Numbers die on some command me di nipa bebre refi but that time no nom so or share teams in kitwa and they are fine but history die edruwa what Kylian Mbappe is doing today mama fon kan your mokeka in the next 5 years the conversation will be said or share don't do saying because I understand omni Marcel about penalties mienu and a share and And I'm the carrot. Other carrots about 3 goals. Carrots. I'm not say what's Olympiacos saying 4. On share Liverpool. And on share Juventus. So far, so 9 goals. Enter okay. Last year, Hafinya and Show Grashi. Omne J goalkeeper share 13. Say young go baby okuta 9. That is a possibility, say. Or better said 13 was. Now the biggest targets a Ronaldo record, you know. I know naka. So bet's me drew our record. And I know I say, yes, just a killing in Mbappe bedroom now. As to what I say, or check it well on check massa, some day. Me and me see me in Fahon. And key points I was arguing in the Minchamun Chanko Jose. First, me who say na Madrid deliberately, Madrid for media team, you know, deliberately. Said they had talked to the Madrid team. They say, let's send a signal, say, into BNC. It's right from Real Madrid training grounds. And almost start here, no more Kellen, no more Vinicius Jr., now no more Alonso, and some more Bono almost. The cameras were on these two, sir, and not game ni muso, sir. Now Vinicius Jr. shall go be out. The coach was very angry. Now, honem in common kakra here. May find the positive out of it. Look, me who say Jabi Alonso feel say Vini confidence ne ba ebebua Madrid. Cause come away right from the beginning of the season, I can't go for but I am still on my point to say Mbappe cannot do it alone. Mbappe, he can never do it alone. Obey here. Vinicius Jr. form to accomplish whatever he wants to accomplish. And Karim Benzema, the last season no Real Madrid walk away. Sa Benzema na or form bebrebe no. Year season was 31 goals. Vini had 23 goals eka. Sa Benzema form no ni esi ehu bi da no. Vini gave Real Madrid 23 goals in that season. Vini needs to start scoring goals. So far, Mbappe has said 22 goals. Vinicius Jr. was just 5. On the night, the second top scorer Real Madrid. From 22 to 5. At this stage, Madrid, Manchester City, dependent on Haaland, dependent on Kylian Mbappe. But Madrid, they are no advantage. You want to say, Vini goes no crime, he plays well. But City, they are the monyo, apart from Doku, Oscar Bob, and Koye, Savinho, and Koye. In terms of Vini Beshe goals, other Gula, Jude Bellingham goals, Nebebano, Ebebwa Madrid. You can't ask for Froka Kra. Ken, yet I say, September, move, baby. And ask now, let's go Bilbao Bobo. It was a very difficult game. Game no Koswana Ateta, a 2 initial bench, and now Ma Trossard. And Martinelli, so Monsorin Koye warm up. Time no so Monsorin, it was goalless draw. Boys in a bad game in Imuno. Martinelli go or share and Trossard the man assist. Second goal. Trossard also the end, where's the man assisting? So Mumianu. Bench 4 players ni you be assistant Madrid. Arsenal for we need 2-0. That should have sent a signal say me team ya ka say team ye good team a enye first 11 nko a team a oto ne hwe bench for ne ba umbe make impacts in the game. No kwase me wom ni say teams that were Europe nyina Arsenal na were better bench. Problems are teams and Kesena go through this season. Arsenal so go through you. Don't forget it. But Arsenal, on say a den ko ye kra no na se ba ku bia fem senye set piece a na Martinelli be free bench bia ba no aba be sesa nema. Though there are games we will be cut off. But most of the games either they are being built by the set pieces or bench for the bound by baby. Look, and game no more the first half and even you know. Abra Arsenal, substitutions or the Califieri, Brigadier left back, Lewis Kelly, Efrim, or the Martinelli back game in you know. Now Bayern Munich at the big shop ne Nicolas Jackson when I back game anymore. All the impacts from Arsenal's bench solid. They to be season way in the Premiership alone. Arsenal has 24 goals. 24 goals on say open play. Arsenal Lanka say working board ya question 11 pe. 10 of them ni set pieces. Open play 11 goals, set pieces 10 goals. Say set pieces ni open play no eko. And Kaino na counter attack but Akubi and a penalty simienu. Say 10 set pieces goals, open play 11. Then Visan company before the game in the interview say Onimsa Arsenal for a boss set pieces pan or have a plan for Arsenal. Into a no me calling in an anonymous Visan say our plan. Because we said Jonathan Tower by Munchi say we are dear Harry Kane will be drop your baby defense. I wanted to see the planner or they baby stop Arsenal for set pieces. Only for Bukayo Saka and again Arsenal set pieces no nipa na ebo no Declan Rice and Saka omuni ball no say no we see keke ball no. Then corner kick buyer the shortest na me on na nemu during timba no na abepin ball na she. So why you are targeting and attending for in any case the best player on him say attack penalty box Gabriel Magalhaes one bobo ni bi. Now again ne crowning in an say during timber or foul manonoya. Na manonoya se maintenance because opim no kesa so form. Opim no and on sanso gina years or bet no and na man ntinyan call for ball early. Sad way until club starts complaining say Arsenal foul ne de on beku swa sa kwesi ada de me hwe say company ntimya me hwe say Enzo Maresca ebe have a plan to stop Arsenal and Liverpool. Let's have a conversation. Ken, hwe me de coaches no uchu mutai no matter good away good team awo bedroom maybe you have bad spells. It's you Hansi Flick last season, I born about so Hansi's team last season was good. From match day 1 to match day 12. Omuri ni na except for Osasuna. Inti Barcelona were there. No more jump. Obiaso, Barcelona you're back. From match day 13 to match day 20. That is 8 games. Barca we need back up. Bad spell. You see. From match day 13 to match day 28 games no or share back up draw 3 lose 4 Lehanes be share Barcelona woni fie Las Palmas we mu nyina be share Barcelona woni fie it's normal nemum esia you need experience to come back. Manchester City Emamure Mfi say last season City for Breno you start say league na City one of the best team and no competing for the league until match day 10 mu kwa almost so ball 9 games and yema tsekoye. Then City came back. Ken my establishing them even mamenka some Liverpool for na mo kasa na Jurgen Klopp Safi no di FIFA sis or course spells ni mu bia ono clock twice. Me can yes studio say if we all understand say bad spells Asia, how do you come back? Because Hansi came back, Pep Guardiola came back, Jurgen Klopp came back. Then no more coach will be tinye because as at this stage, last season na me Pep Guardiola na mesa e feel bad the man hwe ma me ka sam edu say ya. Usro so dey akwada abebobo. Because critic the situation is in a bad taste. Obetimi am akwada abo onye nti ompanyifo na na ebebo. Impanyifo no so it is not as if say born omo boni yi o. Okay. Omo ba no makwa akofeli. Nti edu this stage when you bold decisions bi. Ewo mu a no a drop back mienu miensa bi. Na man kwada ne so ebo na afei omo compete panyifo because na wa winya daje Liverpool versus PSG no. PSV no. Hwe first Van Dijk so kwachi bo wo wiem fato nchen Konate se ball e bakrachi tintin kakraka gine kire wo se mi control ball na ball afa na ase Melas Kekes. Ya pass the ball, ya more left back. Eye Shahama Kwana Fanwa be ball ni say. So the senior players are the one creating the problems.
Liverpool.
And they are tired.
Well,
because the coach can't drop them. He fears. Into this stage, Ken, as a coach in your board. And yes, sir, line up where you qua. Because the only player all board this season, Dominic Szoboszlai. No, so Kubra.
Yemfa, and it's one Liverpool situation no. And elders in a room no. Biggie, Faudi and the prayer now, maybe I'm into and come on so.
I'm from a performance na Liverpool done a day. I am one of the people Nami wo GDA with the Liverpool team still. Just because I had seen a certain Liverpool team. Na niyaman ko yim from Liverpool domestically. Obo Premier League just na Liverpool lose. But in Europe, na Liverpool is sanema. Even in Europe, na Liverpool is sanema no. Matches are Liverpool boy in the group stages in the Champions League. And then na Liverpool team share. There be out of 6 matches at that time. Liverpool bobo kone win just 3 and no draw 1 and no lose 2. But yes, he qualified from the group. I will place his second behind Monaco. Eventually, Liverpool kanka side the Champions League. It's young found the bad performance of the Liverpool team in the league. Now me with confidence say Bibia bet me at any point in time. The Rafa Benitez team in 2004-2005. I Kokoje Champions League. The miracle of Istanbul. Omoko surprise we are seeing in our Turkey against AC Milan. Can that team Yebo Premier League no? Liverpool ne defeat in the league. Liverpool only won 17 games. 17 pe. And Liverpool win here. And no draw mako 7. And no lose 14 games. It will Premier League anymore. It was bad domestically. But in Europe, they who say Liverpool akwa the Champions League. And in 24 years, some are dance here, and one will be the dance here. So if you go back the memory lane, now shut that Liverpool, now they to do this Liverpool one. Now be mo anya GDA kaka, send niema betimi asesa de ama Liverpool boko no. But the performance Liverpool gave last night, I am beginning to give up on the Liverpool team. Honestly. Can the entire make us and say, they be as now we Liverpool as now we Liverpool abaswa. Unim say dia ba kwa na yes solid for Liverpool pa. What's their defense? Today, we talk about Arsenal. Obabo Arsenal abaso because Arsenal has a very good and a solid defense. Even if the attackers are not scoring so many goals, the defense makes sure they don't concede goals. Until we are saying no makai the day, no more they call. But Liverpool, as we speak, Ken, in the last 3 matches at Liverpool, in all competitions, Liverpool have conceded 10 goals. 10. Or conceded 10 goals, was just 1 in the last 3 matches in all competitions. Saint-Ebia Oshe, Nanka Liverpool about Paris Saint-Germain. Ebia within that period, Liverpool about Ebia Real Madrid impo. For him, Liverpool won. But on Nunimpo and Ebia Manchester City, Akesifono, and Eshe Liverpool this amount of goals and Kenya problem. And Kenya problem. But problem then they say, some teams don't wish Liverpool goals Akesiano. And your teams are with all due respect. Omo huge, omo that kind of quality. It's just like Liverpool conceded this number of goals. With the exception of Manchester City. Nottingham Forest share 3. City daily film also share 3. And now, PSV and Hoven, Abba Anfield, grounds are not all bobo or honor yam crumple to Michel. Barcelona and Liverpool in the Champions League. Abana Liverpool, leading Kayakwa away. Ama Barcelona kwa share 3-0. Liverpool bought the second leg at Anfield. Ken, after the game, Jordi Abba granted an interview. Was a sad game now, Omo boy. Omo ma first half, and Liverpool actually just won. No. None of them when they went to the dressing room Osuye. Because of her atmosphere, no her born Liverpool Libonoa. Or who set 3 goals no more share or camp no. Then you enough said you mobile qualify. Even those have the normal Form 1. Eventually, Liverpool qualified at the expense of Barcelona. This is the grounds we are talking about. But no Nottingham Forest kɔ hɔ nom kɔkɔhyɛ 3 unanswered goals. Na PSV aba no aba bɛhyɛ 4 ama Liverpool ahyɛ mu 1. The center cannot hold. And the medwene ho asan so ha me kɛseɛ paa no sɛ first step to solving any problem can identifying the problem. And after the game, Curtis Jones granted an interview. Or say omo ye de sɛ omo ye bia omo who problem ha Liverpool team no. Players say omo who problem no. And so not to they be all complaining about the problem. Or say oye di obeye bia anybody ko nti omo nhye. And I know na me dwen ho a na ye me jama Liverpool because so who identify problem now team now. How then do you solve that problem? Into the Liverpool faithfuls. Omo nhyase so omo brazy up for the worst because baby akwa do no. Problem ni yenhu yempo ni ahyase say ye solve it. E di ama Liverpool boboko no. It is bad and there's so much ahyase keka omo. This is not the Liverpool everybody wants to see. Ken Arsenal ne Bayern Munich. Before the game yesterday, now you move be feel say game ni be ding e di ama Arsenal boboko no. Em found how good they were performing. Champions League ne shaase no. Teams mienu we no mu nhia. But we obi a matches awabo. Opponent awabo. It looks more or less like say na Bayern Munich boboko na but tougher opponents at the chain Arsenal. In the first 4, Arsenal Bilbao. Atletico Madrid ne team no ye tougher. E wo Arsenal boboko ni die nim. Obo Olympiacos. E de ba be kan ho. E no wie obo Slavia Praha. Etu he sa teams nan ya no aboya. Now the to Bayern Munich de ne ho clearly. Na Bayern de ne wo soro. Bayern 4 matches na wabo no. Pafos wom, Club Brugge wom. But within that 4 matches period, Osan so ball Chelsea ball Paris Saint-Germain. Omo mienu nyina wo hye obi a with ease into clearly. Na chese ono na bot tougher opponents ne de. Ne nsem be ya den kakra de a chance na de no. Enti omo mienu ba bi hia. Nipa amanfo benya gidie wom so obewo upper hand. Clearly would be Bayern Munich. But adia ba ko age Arsenal this season. Both Champions League, any league, Arsenal defense. The triangular defense, the 2 central defenders, and then the goalkeeping department. I had done the amateur team over to me breaky. In the English Premier League, Arsenal and team are considered the fewer goals. It will league anymore. We considered just 6. It will Premier League anymore. From the number of matches awabo. In the Champions League, before the game yesterday, now Arsenal 4 matches. Now 11 goals. I considered 0. On considered from 11 goals. And clearly, defense now is solid. I hold the team on. And the game yesterday, yes, Bayern Munich was outplayed. They were outclassed, especially in the second half. First half, it was a 50-50 game. But substitutions at third it was second half. As a son game, the only positive aspect are Bayern Munich beat me a fair film. They say, "Anya Shimpomo na master la consider my first goal Champions League anymore." Seasons ago, Senka Arsenal central defender ba kupra problem is Arsenal team nim. But today, look at the performance of Mosquera de Arsenal Boboko Nenra in the absence of Gabriel. It's quality upon quality. And the Arsenal Boboko nimo. When the coach was making substitutions in the second half, oh yeah, but it's a free mono. Ken, na Arsenal captain Nana Ebe Martin Odegaard. And me feel say the kind of squad depth and the quality of Arsenal Boboko nimo. And no na carry team on. I am hoping to say injuries be bring konkobam. Na nkonko doso. Em found the quality of team say injuries near bebra untimi mo. But as it stands now,
okay.
Omo ano munyi GDS ateta bitimi aye no. I am sure say now GDS beba. I'm only praying and hoping say at the end of Liverpool year last season, you both group stages ni we on another first. You really know Koshia one of the worst teams that group stages in Paris Saint-Germain and we Liverpool film. Eventually Paris Saint-Germain won the Champions League. I am hoping and praying said there 2 Liverpool last season no after the group stages e been conquer twice now. Say BNC no more build upon the performance last season there. Clearly then Arsenal is good to go. Now me more Diego Simeone abasoken. He's doing very well. At the start of the season, Atletico Madrid bought 6 matches, no win 1. I draw 3 no lose 2. But the last time they lost the game against Arsenal shared 4-0 Champions League anymore. Since then, we bought 6 matches in all competitions. Washenina. You can Arsenal 100% record and run. Now Inter Sukita 100% record. No, no, so 4 nina. Diego Simeone a chena shero. ɛwɔ Champions League ni mu a congratulations to him and his boys Ken.
Me da say biggie message about so sia OP wallpapers me show ya job ko OP ho 3D wallpapers ko pe bi to OP de ne